Hi, I'm Joni Patry, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Well, today I want to talk about what the year is going to be like for the sign of Virgo. So I'm talking about the whole year of 2026 for the sign of Virgo. So remember, I'm a Vedic sidereal astrologer, and you cannot be looking at your Western tropical placements. So if you don't know your sidereal placements in Vedic astrology, go to my website and go to galacticcenter.org. And there I have a free chart calculator. And while you're there at my website, don't forget to check out my Patreon page, become part of our spiritual community. I meet live every week with everyone. Check it out. And while you're there, don't forget, the most important thing is you can get much better detail about every single day of your life for the next year by getting my Galactic Planner. Go to galacticplanner.com. It takes your birth chart and calculates all of your planets. And this is very, very specific. What I'm doing right now is very general. If you want specifics, get the planner. And you'll find that also on my website, galacticcenter.org. And don't forget, while you're at my website, you can also check out my school. And I have a separate website for that. Go to universityofvedicastrology.com. My school is the best school out there if you want to learn Vedic astrology. Now, let me explain something about what you're looking for. When I say Virgo, I mean your ascendant, your moon, and you can even look at your sun. These are different layers of who you are. You might wonder, how can I be all three? Let me explain. The ascendant is you, your physical being, while the moon will represent your mind and your emotions. So important. That really is how you feel. And also, when I'm talking about the sun, is your spirit. So that's going to be how you feel on a spiritual level. So looking at this, let's start with the month of January. If your ascendant moon sign or your sun sits in sidereal Virgo, then this new year starts out with a huge big bang. There is so much going on in your fourth house. There's the Sun, Mars, and Venus in your fourth house. This means you're probably thinking about changing something with where you live. Whether you move or redecorate or renovate, you're really prompted to do some changes with the house, your home, your environment. Maybe people are moving in or out, but some big things are happening. Everything is shifting with your home and your family. And even your mother, if she's still around, she's being, in many ways, prompted to change. Okay, so Jupiter, and it's been there, but it's going to be in your 10th house between now through June 1st. Jupiter in your 10th house gives you enormous opportunities for career growth, expansion, even changing your career if you want to, get a different job or get a new job. This is the time you're going to do it. It is spectacular for career opportunities. Absolutely 100%. And this particular month of January, you're going to be even more prompted to find work, career, and changes. But most of all, I think it's on the home front that everything is shifting initially for this year. Now let's go to February. February is where the Sun, the Mars, and Venus all shift to the 5th house. And the 5th house is the house that deals with creativity and talent. expression. You have to express yourself. But it also does deal with investing and investments. You might be prompted to do more investing and investments, but be careful because Mars is so intense. Don't be too impulsive or impatient. Take your time with this, because I'm thinking March could be a catastrophe if you don't. So February, another thing is if you have children, you're going to find that they will be very aggressive, maybe needing more attention. That's what I'll say. But be aware, there can be a lot of energy and a lot of problems possibly for your children just the month of February. And now I'm looking at the fact that February is the month of the solar eclipse, and that eclipse is happening in your 6th house. So in the 6th house, remember where eclipses are where the biggest changes happen. The 6th house actually deals with your work ethic, what you're doing, your health. So that's going to be something that you've got to get involved in, taking care of your health. If you don't, there can be some issues, and you can definitely make things better by getting healthier. But another thing is with Rahu, this eclipse happening in your 6th house with Rahu, this can mean problems with co-workers or employees. So be aware, they will be quite a handful, especially moving towards the month of March. Because in March, we have Mars conjunct Rahu in your 6th house. And this is tough. There's going to be some kind of issue around the workplace, or maybe a blow up with an employee or a coworker. Yeah, be aware that they're not going to be very helpful. They're going to be hurtful, and just, get past this month. It's going to be explosive. Another thing is, be careful. You are more accident prone. Be careful with driving. Be careful with exercise. Don't overdo during this month of March. Let's go to April, because April, there's another big shift and change. Now this is where we have Mars line up with Saturn and Mercury. And this is happening in your 7th house. This can deal with delays, issues, problems with partnerships, whether they're business or marriage, or just a serious relationship. You're going to find conflict. You're going to find that you don't agree on things, maybe a setback. Could even lead to an ending, but I think things can be worked out. But mentally and verbally, things will come to a halt. Things are difficult this month. Be aware. Now coming into May, towards the end of May, we have Jupiter is in your 10th house, and there's this lovely, lovely Saraswati yoga. And it means all 3 benefics, Venus, Mercury, and Jupiter, are in your 10th house together. This can mean a major breakthrough with work and career. Opportunities galore. Okay, take advantage of this. And then moving into the latter part of June into July, we have this beautiful Saraswati yoga of all 3 benefics are going to move into your 11th house together. And this is the house of great gains. You could come into major gains financially. And it could be through your connections or friends. Pay attention to what people are leading you towards, giving you opportunities for. Your friends, your associates. And you'll probably be very, very social during this time. Be invited to a lot of social events. Go for it. You're going to meet the right people that can really benefit and help you. If you have an older sibling, they could be of great benefit to you, and good things are happening for them. I feel like these months you're going to be invited to a lot of weddings. come to think of it. Lots of weddings, or you probably wonder, well, it is at my wedding. It could be, but it's going to be more about you connecting to people. August, be aware there's something in the dark that you're not seeing. Maybe somebody that doesn't have good intentions for you. It's probably not going to hurt you, but just be aware that it's just during this time period, this month, that people do not have the best intentions for you, probably especially around the workplace. I probably chalk it up to jealousy around the workplace. But another thing is you're going to have some problems sleeping, mainly probably because of what's going on in the world. Okay. Now, the eclipse that happens in August is happening in your 11th house. So it is just so much change is happening in terms of friendships, groups, people that you know. There are so many different people that are coming into your life. Your whole social network is changing, and August is a turning point. So November, we have got Jupiter's going to go into Leo temporarily from mid-November till about the third week of January of 2027. So during this 3-month jaunt, there's going to be some amazing things happen. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of spiritual alignment. You're going to awaken to a new spirituality. But I will say, the things that people say behind your back will be hurtful, but it will hurt, but you're protected. Let me put it that way, because Jupiter is there. But be aware, there's some things that will keep you worried and awake at night. It will be okay. But it's just, you're worried about it. That's what I get. And probably you can't sleep because of it. But I do want you to know, I think it's more you're worried about what's going on in the world. Please realize everything happens for a reason, and it will always turn out good. All right? So that's what you got to kind of remind yourself. Because I get that this Jupiter, K2, Mars are in your 12th house. The 12th house deals with the past too. There will be some things that come up from your past that you've got to work out. And if you're following your spiritual path, I promise you it's going to work out for the better. That's all you got to recognize and know and attune yourself to. Now, by the end of November, Rahu and Ketu will change signs. And Rahu will go into Capricorn, and Ketu will go into Cancer. And they're going to be in your 5th and 11th houses. So this deals with people, friends, groups. They're all changing, as well as your creative ideas, mind, entrepreneurship. That's all going to take root starting the end of November and onward through the whole year of 2027. There'll be a whole new directional change for you. And it looks very positive, especially even in the event of investments. And if you have children, your children will be very, very, very busy. There's going to be some major shifts and changes there. So that concludes the year of 2026 for the sidereal sign of Virgo. If you would like more information on me, you can always go to my website, which is galacticcenter.org. Remember, if you want to learn from me, Vedic astrology, go to my university website, universityofvedicastrology.com. Thank you.